start. Who doesn't know Bly Madriz, bro?
Welcome to the source. The source. Source. Hey, get the source.
It's clear that you don't know. You must not know ball, not knowing who Bly Madriz is. I know.
I know who Dirk Diggler is.
That's a start. All right, we got Royals at Tigers. We were joking right before the show. The Tigers released their lineup for today, and it's a few names where it's like, who's that? Bly Madriz? But we'll get to, actually, that is the first game up, actually. Royals Tigers. Okay, so we're starting with that game. So we got the Royals. Did this line move now that that lineup dropped? No, Royals minus 155, minus 160. It looks like it's about the same as it was. So the odds makers don't care about Bly Madriz being in there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm so confused by this. I don't trust Seth Lugo right now on the road. His last couple road starts, albeit in Colorado, gave up 3 runs, but looked terrible in Boston. He just had a bad start at home against the Cubs as well. The only time that he's looked good in the past 4 starts is that 9-inning performance against the White Sox. He did pitch well against Cleveland at home in Miami, but the regression monster is starting to get to Seth Lugo just a little bit. Obviously, that 9-inning performance against the White Sox helped it, but I'm just not in a spot. I was trying to get in a spot to fade him either with Tigers on the money line, because I don't really think that Montero is really as bad as what he has shown. And I also think that the Royals are a little bit overvalued today, just considering the fact that they haven't really been playing well. I mean, they lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs, and then they went and they swept the White Sox. But if you were betting or watching any of those games, at no point were you really excited about the Royals. I mean, they were having to come back in some of those games. So, okay, maybe not on Wednesday, but they had to kind of open it up. But my point is that they're not like killing teams like the White Sox. So I have a hard time believing that they're going to come in here without a day off. Detroit had the day off before that. Detroit looks terrible. There's no question. And then you look at Detroit's lineup, and I mean, you go from Vierling, Keith, Perez. I mean, that's bad in itself. And then the bottom 6 guys, I mean, it's just so bad. So I feel like Cincinnati or Kansas City's a trap. I mean, the run line's at plus 100. The money line is super cheap. So it'd be Detroit team total over 3.5 or pass, or probably the first 5 actually. But yeah, with that lineup, there's no way I can bet this. Like, maybe if Riley Green was in there, I could get there, but like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously at this price, the entire planet's going to be betting the Royals. But you know what? That's been the case a few times recently. The entire world, everybody with a pulse was betting the Diamondbacks against Patrick Corbin. They won 17-0. So it's like, I don't really know if that even sways me. I don't have, full disclosure, I don't have a single MLB bet down right now. Really,
I haven't bet anything yet either.
Really discouraged. I went 0-4 yesterday, and MLB as a whole has just been really frustrating for me last couple weeks. But Moda, do you have anything for this one?
No, I'm just laughing at a comment that says I look like I get stuffed in lockers. So, no, I don't have anything. I mean, even before I saw the lineup, I didn't have anything. That just enforces my opinion that I don't have anything for this game.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's move on. I mean, I guess it would be, if I had to bet it, probably Royals minus 1.5 for pass, but
with that lineup for me as well. I mean, and the Royals don't even have bullpen concerns either. They used Eckridge last night, but they still have Harvey, MacArthur, Zerpa, all those guys rested and ready to go. So there's not even like an angle on that. So,
yeah. Next game, I think Toast is on Baltimore here. You were talking about it last night.
I really want to bet Baltimore, like, so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Cleveland's been hitting lefties, though. It's Cleveland against righties that has me pumping the brakes.
Yeah, I just think that Trevor Rogers is immensely undervalued right now. I truly believe that. He's been making me money hand over fist the last couple of weeks. I mean, he's essentially going out there and giving you 5 or 6 innings of 2-run baseball, and if he's putting his team in a position to win every time he goes out there. So I have a hard time believing that he doesn't come out here and do the same thing here today. Obviously, his splits aren't great, but the Guardians versus left-handed pitching the last 14 days, last 30 days is still a bottom 10 lineup in Major League Baseball, and at home they haven't really been doing much either. So I'm just not in a position where I feel like Ben Lively and the Cleveland Guardians are that good. And I just feel like they're getting a lot of love. And we're getting a Baltimore team that I'll give you played a doubleheader on Monday, but then they absolutely demolished Toronto the next 2 days. So they haven't had a day off. I get that. They're not going to have Kimbrel in the bullpen today. Oh, well. I mean, everybody else is rested and available. I'm going to bet Baltimore. I was just waiting to look at the line, but I will be on Baltimore.
I might be down to just tail you because I don't have any baseball bets open, so maybe I might tail this one. Moda, do you have anything here?
I do. I got a dong on each team.
Oh.
And they're both super square, but I have Santander, who I'm trying to pronounce his name correctly, to hit a home run. Going against Ben Lively is just like a perfect match in heaven with Ben Lively. His issue is allowing fly balls and allowing a high launch angle, and that's exactly what Santander does. He's got the highest fly ball rate in the MLB. That's even higher when he faces right-handed pitching. He's good on both arms, but he's slightly better when he's facing righties. Granted, very slightly, but 289 ISO rate against righties, 277 against lefties, and like slugging, OPS, WOBA, all slightly better against righties. It's not dramatic, but it is a little bit better. And then the two most common pitches that Lively throws are sinkers and four-seam fastballs, which Santander smashes. So he's been red hot. I mean, he's got 9 home runs in the month of July. He's got more home runs than Gunnar Henderson on the year now, who's ice cold. And then on the other side, I have Jose Ramirez, which is another super square play, but he mashes left-handed pitching. His ISO rate is 33.5% against lefties, 213 against righties. And he also crushes the pitch mix of Trevor Rogers. Like the most 3 common pitches that Rogers throws are 3 hits that Ramirez hits for pretty good power. So I took him to hit a homer. I took both Santander and